Part 2 Readings. Reading number 2. Title: Racialist National Socialism. All National Socialism is nationalistic, as the name implies, but not all of it is racially exclusive. The best-known variety of such racialist fanaticism arose in Germany and Scandinavia, where, between the wars, popular and racial self-expression were merged into one very dynamic movement which pretended to guarantee social and economic justice for the in-group, at the expense of all outsiders, particularly Jews, who appeared as the incarnation of the disruptive alien elements these creeds shun. The passages which follow show the transition from the early and matter-of-fact statement of such views to an increasingly metaphysical and crackpot vision of somber and diabolic forces at work in history. The first program of the Nazi Party is taken from the excellent presentation of National Socialism prepared by Raymond E. Murphy and published by the United States Department of State in 1943. The brief quotation from Nazism's leading doctrinaire, Alfred Rosenberg, is designed to mark the transition to the strange rhetoric of the Norwegian apostle of racialism, Vidkun Quisling, whose anti-communism gave him the ear of many respectable men in the West before his wartime collaboration with the German invaders of his land provided a new term for treachery. End of Eugen Weber's foreword for reading number 2. Reading number 2C, entitled Vidkun Quisling, The Nordic Principle. Asterisk. From Vidkun Quisling, in quotations, A Nordic World Federation, end quotations, British Union Quarterly, Volume 1, Number 1, January to April 1937, pages 100 to 101. The Nordic principle rests on Nordic traditions, Nordic thought and constructive cooperation, in contrast to Jewish liberalism and Marxism, which promote their destructive purposes by means of hatred, envy, and class war for their own ends. One is allied to the divine, the other to the diabolical. The spiritual power of the Nordic principle is therefore stronger and deeper than the Marxist materialist view of existence, which is threatening our race and civilization with destruction. It is in reality our intrinsic national principle to which we must adhere and which we must realize with inexorable consistency. It is also my conviction that, when we recognize the profound truths of the historic past as well as the historic present, and see the great things accomplished by people of Nordic race from the beginning of history until our day, when they are more powerful than ever before, and when, at the same time, we are convinced that divine will is revealed in the historical course of world development, we must, without underestimating the importance and contribution of others, be permitted to believe in the continued historical and divine mission of the Nordic peoples in the world. As in times past, it must be the mission of our great family of peoples to do away with an obsolete world and create a new world which can place the whole human family on the upward grade. The National Samling invites all people of Nordic race and outlook in every country, Norwegians, Swedes, Danes, Icelanders, Britons, Germans, and Dutch, and all others of Nordic blood and spirit, to unite in a Nordic world movement to create peace and cooperation between all Nordic peoples throughout the world, and to carry on the struggle for the salvation and progress of our civilization. End of reading 2C.